Good morning to one and all. Hope everyone are safe. Here we are gathered to enlighten ourselves by the Anapana Meditation and Vipassana Meditation. This webinar is to be given by Dr. Sachin Gaurishankar Sarate, MBBS, MTech, full-time doctor cum assistant professor in SSN College of Engineering. SSN YRC welcomes you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I also welcome our YRC faculty member, Dr. Tyagarajan sir from Triple Department. Now I request Dr. Sachin to take over the event.
Thank you. So, can you see my slides? So, shall we start or should we wait for some more people to join?
Let's wait for 5 more minutes, sir. Let them join.
That's what. So, around 90 people have joined. I think we should start. It's 9:05 now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
Let's start.
Yeah. So, most of the students must be knowing me. I'm Dr. Sachin Sarate, and they gave a short introduction for me also. So, I have done my MBBS from Government Medical College, Aurangabad. So, that was somewhere around 1995 to 2001. And there I was introduced to this Vipassana meditation. Vipassana meditation has to be done at a meditation center. So, you need to go there and stay for 10 days. The whole fees, everything is taken care of by the center. Nothing you have to pay from your pocket at all. The centers first they declare their dates on one website, or you can contact the center for the course dates. So these are usually 10 days courses, and all 10 days you have to stay there. Then during this 10 days stay at the center, you cannot contact your family. You do not have any access to the outer world. You are meditating there, and there are some other rules. One particular rule called noble silence, where no two students will communicate with each other, and you can communicate with the teacher. You can communicate with the helping people there. We call them Dhamma servers, and from morning around 4:30 a.m. the day starts up to 9:30. So this is how a Vipassana course goes on. So this is a very small introduction of the initial phase of Vipassana course. In the Vipassana course, for first 4 days, people will be practicing one technique called Anapana. So I was just telling about how I got introduced to Vipassana meditation. So some of my friends they were serving at this Vipassana center at Aurangabad in Maharashtra, and there then I went for the 10 days course, and I experienced the technique. So since 1996, I am practicing this regularly. So I am sharing my experience with you. The first days of this 10 days course, one technique called Anapana that is practiced, and rest are on fourth day they give you Vipassana meditation. For intense meditation, Vipassana training, you cannot do it in such workshops. It needs a teacher, it needs that environment of a meditation center, because it is something like a deep operation of the mind. So the way operation theater is needed for operating on human bodies so that there will be no infections, etc. So same way we need a particular environment for learning Vipassana meditation. So here I will be giving a short introduction where you will before going for a Vipassana course, what you need to know, it is something like that. So only when you go for a real 10 days Vipassana course at a Vipassana center, you will really get a taste of what we will be just seeing for a while. So my slides are visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So rein your mind with Anapana and Vipassana meditation. So rein means like these horses we control with these reins. So how your uncontrolled mind, which can really damage your day, and like it can, like, if you are not controlling it, it can bring out lot of devastation in your life. So how to control it and use it for your benefit. So we know that our mind wanders, everybody experiences this. Mind needs to be focused. So because this world, we need to earn money, we need to do things what we need to do. So we need to focus on certain activities or certain aims and objectives in our life. But the mind is continuously wandering, and mind has enormous power, and this power can be used only when it is in our control. So an uncontrolled mind which keeps on wandering here and there is of no use to us if it keeps on wandering. So we cannot focus our energy on one particular task and get that task done. And we are not able to focus. So at the same time, like when we are doing something, we are thinking about something else, and because we are thinking about something else, we are not able to focus on the task at hand, and then we cannot do this task which we are doing also, and that task which we are thinking about, that is in distance somewhere. So mind should be concentrated to be used. So the way like we have known that, like that one saying that parachutes function only when they open. So same way, mind can be used only when it is concentrated. Now understand this: bringing the spread out mind at one point, that is concentration. Focusing, once you concentrate the mind, this concentrated mind you can use to focus on tasks. So these two events are completely different. Concentrating the mind means removing the distractions and bringing it at one point, that is concentration. So for concentration, you can use certain tools like this Anapana meditation. There are many other tools also available, like you can go for chanting, you can go for some recreation, so that like you try to remove all the distractions from your mind. But this Anapana meditation or the mindfulness meditations, they connect you with your subconscious. So like this, the power of concentration. So when a spread out, so whatever this magnifying glass, that area of this magnifying glass, whatever sun rays, they fall on this small area, they do not burn the paper when they are straight away falling on the paper. But when you use a magnifying glass and see, this is a very, very small area. From this area, if you are focusing all the rays at one focal point, then this point gets that enormous energy that was stored in only this much area, and that starts burning the paper. So imagine the power of your mind, which is so huge and so much spread out. If you can focus this mind, just imagine how much you can use it for your benefit, for the benefit of all the people around you. So where does the mind wander? So can somebody answer? I would like to have it an interactive session. So some questions I will be asking, and I want that like people should wake up when they are dozing off. So where does the mind wander?
Sir, we are anxious about the future. What happens in the coming weeks, coming months, and coming years?
Very good. Very good. We keep on becoming anxious about the future. Anything else? Anybody? Any other opinion? Yeah, speak up. So, as he said rightly, future and past. So we keep on thinking about our future, what will happen in the future, and like I will plan like this, I will plan like that. Apart from this, like we are always haunted by our past. So we keep on thinking about our past, and mostly whatever we think about our past are the events which are like which gave some injury to our mind. So we keep on thinking about that person had given me so much trouble. That person had, now in future, if I get a chance, I will. So like this, we keep on planning. We keep thinking about the past. We keep thinking about the future. And what about the present? So the mind, it should work in the present. It should work in this moment in which we are living. So that moment is gone, because the mind is thinking about future and past. So this jumping of mind into future and past, that usually is under the influence of these emotions. The mind is filled with anger and hatred. It is filled with doubt. We are confused, like what we should do, what we should not do, whether we are doing whatever we are doing, it is correct or not, whether it will give us the right benefits, what we are expecting from it. So this anger and hatred about other people, our expectations are there from people around us, and they are not completing that. So we keep on getting angry. People are not speaking good about us. We have cravings, passion. So we crave for things we need, that like if I get this thing, my life will change completely. If I get that, my life will change completely. So particularly things like gadgets, or things like many people have like craving for ornaments and cravings for food, cravings for many possessions, craving for money. Like they want to just keep on accumulating as much as property, money at as much possible, and like that craving, it is like a bottomless pit. It is like a bottomless bucket. You keep on pouring in it, it will never get filled. Passion, so the attraction for the opposite sex. So passion keeps on surfacing on the mind, and like you all are like very young people. So the physiology itself like makes you think about the opposite sex. These distractions continuously like keep on feeding our mind. There is fear, restlessness about the future. So we are quite fear, having a fear now. Right now, a lot of anxiety that like where this will go. Like we are into a pandemic, and like when this will end, and like whether we'll get what we need or not, etc. And apart from that, we also have this laziness inside us. Laziness, not doing things in the present moment, and keeping on postponing things. Okay, just I will take rest for 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes I will do that. Or like, fine, I will do it in the evening, I will do it tomorrow morning, and then I will do it tomorrow afternoon. And that tomorrow afternoon, that evening, that after 5 minutes, that never keeps coming. And then things keep on piling up, and then we keep crying when the exam comes, or like when the time comes for performing. Now, we are nowadays having such an uncertainty about jobs, etc. And most of the people are telling that like you should become creative, you should be an entrepreneur, etc., etc. So can you tell me, what is the driving force for creativity? I need answers for this. I don't want silence. What is the driving force for creativity? Creativity means right now the things are not there at all, and you need to do work for that. Something that is not around you, some tangible things, some services.
Necessity.
Necessity. Okay, very good. Anybody else?
Passion.
Okay, your passion. Very good. So you have passion for doing something, so that gives you creativity. Anybody else?
Sir, having a very compelling reason to do the things that we want to do.
So you mean like you should be able to earn a lot of money?
Not necessarily,
Through
sir,
that.
but any kind of goal which should be compelling and motivating to make us do stuff.
So what does that motivation come from? Does it come from greed?
For some people, it might, but for me personally, it doesn't come from them.
So for you, from where it comes?
Having any particular goal that I need to achieve. For example, I need to reduce weight, something like that, or I need to learn this within a week, or I need to learn this within a month, something like that.
Yeah. So somehow or the other, like there is some goal which is quite personal, quite self-centered. Something somewhere like we keep thinking about ourselves, that I should get benefited. Actually, creativity cannot get generated till you have this compassion and empathy in your mind. Listening to people around you, a feeling of giving without expectation, that people around me are not happy, people around me, they are not having things, they need things. So can you see here, so many beautiful words are there. So I hear you, stay in the present, meet people, listen to people. We have become so self-centered, we hardly like we communicate with each other with what is there in the minds of other people, what do they need, can I help them, can I do something for them, so that like their sorrow gets a bit less. Now this empathy and compassion, if this is not the driving force for your creativity, if you have only a self-centered thinking, and that is very normal, till you do not get, till you get any training for controlling your mind or generating this empathy and compassion. So the way, like we started reading, we started writing when we were like in our pre-kg or kg, they started teaching us, this is A, this is B, and this is C, this is 1 2 3. And then only like we started reading so many books, and then we started understanding mathematics, and then we went into many difficult maths like this, all our calculus and this and that. Up to that level we could go, because we were taught in our pre-kg that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 1 plus 1, this is addition, this is subtraction. On that we kept on building up. So if we are not trained into how to generate empathy and compassion, creativity cannot come to us. And this is the major drawback of our Indian society, that we are hardly trained into empathy and compassion. And that is why we are not much into entrepreneurship. Anybody knows what this is? What is this thing called, this diagram? Mechanical guys? We have people from mechanical engineering or not? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Guys, mechanical guys, what is this? So this is called the house of quality. Quality function deployment. So whenever you are developing a product, it's not that like you are sitting at home and like you are just reading some something on Google here and there, or like some you are watching some YouTube videos, or you are watching some news, and then suddenly an idea pops up that I will do something like this. I will, oh, this is a beautiful gadget that has come. I will make a gadget which is having more beautiful specifications than us. No, it doesn't work like that. The quality function deployment always starts with what the customer wants. So understanding the needs and benefits of a customer starts with developing empathy and compassion in your mind. You should have that urge that, like, come on, yaar, this person is really he needs something, and how I should be able to do that. And from there, then, like, the whole planning comes. So from here, the energy for all your future works. So planning matrix, where you will do market research and strategic planning, like you will see about those other products available, and then you will generate this specifications for your product, and all these technical correlations you will do. So this whole thing, it starts with the empathy that you are developing in your mind. And these are certain people, very well-known people. This Tim Cook, who is Apple CEO, and the older one, Steve Jobs. He was also a meditator. He had come to India. He spent a lot of time in India before starting his venture, his Apple. Keanu Reeves, I don't know whether you have seen his movies. So that one movie, Little Buddha, very beautiful movie he has worked in, and he's a regular meditator also. And Jack Dorsey, he's CEO of Twitter. He just underwent a Vipassana meditation course, I think, in Burma, and he has written nice things about. So this Jack Dorsey's articles on Vipassana, you can read. They are there in many magazines. They have come. So these are certain people who regularly meditate, who focus their mind, and we know about all the projects that they work and how successful whatever they want to do, they are in. Now, understanding what is this Anapana Sati or Anapana meditation. So Sati means mindfulness, being in the present moment. Ana means incoming breath. Apana means outgoing breath. Now, breath is one thing which is common to everybody. Like, we cannot say that, like, this breath is Hindu breath, or this breath is Muslim breath, or like a Christian breath, or Buddhist breath, or Jain breath. Breath is common. Incoming and outgoing breath, it's a tool. So the way, like, we can use Python for machine learning. Your own breath is a tool which can be used to generate this mindfulness, to focus your mind, to concentrate your mind. So Anapanasati is focusing the mind on incoming and outgoing breath. You silently focus on the incoming and outgoing breath. You do not need to chant, you do not need to convert yourself from any religion into other religion. Just focus on your mind. So incoming breath, the breath keeps on going in, breath keeps on going out. This is a natural process. Till you are alive, from your birth to death, this will always be there. You cannot move away from it. So there is no timing that you need to focus for practicing this meditation. You can practice this in any posture at any time, but for learning it and for understanding it, we need to go a bit like a procedural way. So Buddha, he went from home to homelessness around at the age of 29 years, and he was searching for truth. He saw that, like, the whole world is in sorrow. He saw that, like, people are getting old, they are dying, they are craving, they are having all these cravings, anger, hatred, and how to come out of all this sorrow. So for that, he left his house, he left his child, he left his wife, and then he started learning from different teachers. So these teachers, they gave them whatever they knew, he started focusing his mind as much as possible. He started doing all these penances where he stopped eating food, just one rice, one grain of rice per day, and drinking very less water. And he completely got emaciated, and almost his body became so shrill that his bones, like they say that he was so thin that the vertebral column was visible from his uh, anterior side, so from his abdominal side all his bones were completely exposed. This that much he emaciated himself. So when he observed, when he was torturing himself, that time when uh, he was doing this meditation near this Niranjana river, and one boat was going on which some ladies, they were practicing this veena. So there were some musicians, and one lady was singing that if you tighten the string too much, it will snap, it will break, and if you keep it loose, it will not produce the right tune. So from that he realized that, oh, this is not the way. The real way is the middle path, where you properly nourish your body, you properly have proper food, and you use your mind as a tool. You have to work on mind and body, and you have to keep your body also quite healthy. And after that, he left the penances, he left all this self torture, and he realized that this torture is not the way. And he remembered an event from his childhood. After gaining proper bodily health, so he started eating, etc. And then he remembered one childhood event. So you can see at in the background there is a plowing ceremony going on. So this is his father Shuddhodana, and he was a peasant king. Shuddhodana, his father. So there was this plowing ceremony in his kingdom, and there he was sitting under this child Siddhartha. He was 7 years old that time. He slept there under a jamun tree, and then the people who were there around him, they just left to see the ceremony. He just woke up and saw that nobody is around him, and then he just sat down and started focusing on his breath. And he went into first jhana. So I won't be going into this different types of jhana. So there are 9 types of jhana: first, second, third. And it was believed that up to 9th jhana, once you go, then only your mind will become concentrated, etc. And like so many, there are terminologies in meditation about this Rupavachar Lok, Arupavachar Lok, etc. etc. So we will not go into that. Just for that, he focused his mind first time when he was 7 years old, and this he remembered after understanding that the middle path is what will give him enlightenment. And once he started his Anapana meditation, after that, using Anapana meditation, he went up to 4th jhana, and after that he discovered the new technique called Vipassana meditation. Now there will be some small technical terms, because this all is a old Pali language, and like I like to learn this Pali Sanskrit language, and I have done a course on this Pali. 8 months I was in this meditation center learning Pali. So Panyatti Thapitva Visesena Passati iti Vipassana. So this is the definition of Vipassana in Pali language. So what is that? Panyatti Thapitva means keeping away the apparent truth. Visesena Passati, observing the reality as it is and not as it appears to be. So this is Vipassana. Vipassana, keeping away the apparent truth and observing the reality. So many times we are distracted by things, distracted by the apparent truth, and we do not want to see the reality, and that keeps on giving us so many bad experiences in our life. Another word, this dharma or dhamma, So this word nowadays, it has become a word for fight, word for conflict, that I am from this dharma and you are from that dharma, and my dharma is Hinduism and your dharma is Islam and your dharma is Christianity, and our dharma is better and your dharma is not better. So the word dharma was used by Buddha as dharayati iti dharma. So whatever arises in the mind, dharayati means whatever the mind, dharan means to possess. So whatever the mind possesses, that is the dharma of that person. So whatever is the content of your mind. Now tell me, if you have your own mind which you are not able to control yourself, can you control others? It is impossible. You are not able to control your own mind and you want to control others. And from there comes our saying, Swadharme nidanam shreya paradharmam bhayavaha. Now that means that you just focus on your mind, you just try to improve your own mind, don't think about others, just focus on your own mind. That will only give you happiness. And what we translated it into, we should not get converted into another religion. We should stay in our religion only. We should stop all these conversions, this, that, and like completely like something which does not carry any meaning. We keep on indulging into those things. So whatever arises in the mind, that is dharma. That Buddha started understanding, and then he understood that sabbe dhamma vedana samosarana. Whatever the mind possesses, it flows on the body in the form of sensations. Now, tell me, if there is a Hindu, if there is another person who is Muslim, if there is another person who is Christian, all these three, if they possess anger in their mind, can any of these three be happy? As soon as the mind gets possessed with anger, may he be Hindu, may he be Christian, may he be Muslim, may he be Buddhist, Jain, as soon as the mind is possessing anger, the whole body will start burning. His ears will start burning, his eyes will start burning, his body will start shaking. On the other side, if this person, may he be calling himself Hindu, Muslim, Christian, any religion, if his mind becomes peaceful, if he fills the mind with compassion, what will he experience? Definitely he will experience that coolness, a cool breeze on his body, he will experience. So whatever is there inside the mind, it flows on the body in the form of sensation. So the Buddha understood that there is a link between mind and matter. This body which is made up of matter and the mind which is driving this body, there is this connection that whatever the mind possesses, it flows on the body in the form of sensations. So if I observe these sensations objectively and do not react to them, my habit of reactions, it will change completely. And this is the discovery of Buddha, the main discovery of Buddha, that observe the sensations as it is without reacting to them. Observe that they are just arising and passing away. And once you start observing in this way, completely the reactive pattern of the mind changes. The mind becomes more focused. The mind becomes full of compassion, and it stops all the harm what you are doing to yourself as well as whatever harm you are doing to others. So at the subconscious level, it is something like, if somebody tells you that when you are a small child and you saw fire first time, and you saw that like how beautiful it is, such a nice flower like thing, I should touch it and see, and then somebody told you, oh, don't stop, don't go there, it will burn you, and you said no, I want to see. So only when you go and touch it and then you get hurt, that time you realize that, oh no, this is a dangerous thing, I should not touch it. Same way, if you focus your mind and go to the subconscious and observe that how your mind is making you react to your own sensations, and then it is making you unhappy. So you have yourself made your mind such complex and so dangerous for yourself, and you are generating all the sorrows for yourself. And once this realization comes, that is a break point, the point where you apply the brakes and your sorrow stops. Because now you know the cause of your sorrow, you will automatically not choose to be sorrowful. You will apply brakes, and once the subconscious changes this habit of making yourself unhappy, there is nobody who can stop you from being happy. Now, how this Anapana works? So, our mind, like this untrained horse, it keeps on running all over the places, it keeps on harming us. We cannot get proper benefits from it. So, we need to rein this mind. So, once you put these reins on it, the same horse with the same powers, it now can be used for your own benefit. The same way, we have to put the reins of Anapana so that the mind, which was earlier a devastating force, now it becomes a productive force, a force which you can use for your own benefit. So once you rein your mind with mindfulness, it heightens your level of awareness. It allows you to experience the present moment, allows you to experience calmness and peacefulness, allows you to be in harmony with your being, increases self-awareness. It allows for self-development, increases concentration and focus, regulates and creates balance in emotions. So you suddenly do not get under the influence of your emotions. It relaxes the mind and body. It reduces stress. It lowers blood pressure. So subconsciously, whatever things are happening, you start getting control over those things. So it improves your brain concentration, improves your breathing efficiency, increases pain threshold. So this pain threshold is one major benefit of meditation. Getting irritated, getting disturbed, that comes from, our mind has got this property of magnifying sorrow. So if somebody says something to you which you do not like, your mind will keep on focusing on that and bringing that again to the surface, and again think about it. That person said something like this to me. She is such a bad thing. That person, that man, that boy, that person. Continuously you increase this pain at the level of your mind. Same way with your body also. If you have a small backache, and if you suddenly start having fear, oh my god, is this some fracture in my spine? Is this some vertebral fracture? Or do I have kidney stone? And then whenever that small amount of pain comes, you start becoming more and more restless. So that is what happens when you are not meditating, when your mind is not in your control. So that when you start meditating, it increases the pain threshold. So you can bear more and more pain. You can be emotionally as well as physically more stable. It relaxes the mind. It induces physical relaxation as well. So physical relaxation means whenever your mind is in stress, it generates a condition of panic in your body. The whole body is in a state of ready to get for fight or flight. So that is your sympathetic stimulation, which keeps coming on if you are in panic, if you are in stress. That stress gets reduced when you start doing meditation. It reduces emotional explosions, it lowers your blood pressure, and it helps you connect with others. So once you start focusing on your own emotions and you start understanding like how your emotions work, Then you start connecting to people. You also start understanding that with that this person, other person, we must also be having some emotional issues like I had, and I should listen to them. I should help them. So this, compassion, where we started our presentation, that compassion, that feeling of empathy, that develops in us. Now getting into some technical way of meditation. So what we are going to practice now, right now. So any comfortable posture. So mostly wherever your spine is straight, erect, and your neck is erect, in such type of posture you should sit. Should try to avoid any back support, because lying down or having a back support, it makes you too much comfortable, and your body does not need any balance at physical level, and it can disconnect you from the meditation that you are practicing, and you can go into sleep. Even when you are meditating, that time also you can go into deep sleep, so it's nothing wrong. But these are the comfortable postures. So full lotus or half lotus. So if you are doing some yoga regularly, you can sit in this posture, half lotus with one leg up, Burmese posture, or like this. Normally we sit like this, and apart from that, like if you are not able to sit at right angle, you can use some pillow that you can keep below your buttocks, and that will give you a bit more comfort, so that there is angle. So there should be around 120-degree angle between your spine and your thighs. That will be a more comfortable posture. And when you are sitting on a chair, it is better you put something below your feet, so that the cold tiles, they do not harm you. And now when you are practicing Anapana, there are 3 points you should understand. First thing is, you have to use a normal breath. This is not a breathing exercise. This is not something like pranayama, where like they ask you to breathe from one nostril and then another nostril, or they want you to make some noises, or they want to make forceful breathing, or then the abdominal breathing. No, this is not meditation. This Anapana is not breathing exercise. So no forceful breathing, no exercising with your breath, just normal breath as it is. By any chance, if your mind is too much wandering away, you can just make some few 1 or 2, 3 breaths faster, so that you again start feeling it. Second is the area of focus. So where you should focus your mind. So the breath leaves and comes back into your body. So the air keeps on moving around your nostrils. So below the nostrils, above the upper lips, and also inside the nostrils, wherever this air is flowing. So now as such, when the air moves inside your body, you can feel it in the nose, you can feel it in the throat, you can feel it in the chest also, you can feel throughout in your lungs also, that your lungs are moving up and down. There are many places where you experience this breath, but we should focus the area in a smaller place. So we have chosen this nostrils, so the upper lips. Focus on the touch of breath, breathe air flowing over the skin. So when you are feeling the touch of your breath, this is in present or future or past. This event where the breath is rubbing on your skin, this is a present moment, isn't it? You cannot experience your breath in past or future. So this is a very gross exercise, a very gross tool that you have, which is available only in the present moment. Your breath, your touch of air, which you are right now breathing in or breathing out, it is possible only in the present moment. So why not use this touch to bring your mind, which is wandering in the past and future, to get focused in the present moment. So the focus will be on the touch of incoming and outgoing breath, and it should be a pure breath. So there should be no chanting of mantras or names. with this breathing. Now see, many people will experience that like if they start chanting something along with breathing, then their mind is getting focused very easily. Now see, it is something like when you start chanting any names, or like you feel that like I get energy from some person, or I get this spiritual power from some person. These things are making you dependent on that external object. Another thing, when you are generating a vibration, an artificial vibration in your mind, you are disconnecting from your personal emotions which are surfacing from your subconscious. So when you start your pure breath without chanting any mantras, then only you can connect to your own emotions. You will see that you cannot stop your thoughts. Definitely your thoughts will keep on coming to your mind, and you can become thoughtless only in one condition, that is nirvana. And another condition is when you are dead. So once you are in nirvana, that time there will be no thoughts in the mind, and the mind completely ceases to be. Other is when you are dead, that time you cannot feel anything and you cannot think anything. Otherwise, all the time, your mind is a chatterbox. It will keep on chattering, it will keep on thinking. You cannot stop that. This you do not expect from yourself, that like, come on, my mind should completely stop chattering, it should not go into past, it should not jump into future. See, you have developed your mind for 20 years, 22 years, and now you want to change its behavior pattern. So don't think that like within one day or within 1 hour or half an hour practice you can simply achieve all the benefits, or achieve some goals, like completely focusing without having any thoughts in mind. No, that will be there. And whatever emotion surfaces to your mind, you will see that your breath has changed. If you have anger in your mind, you will see that like it has become hot and it has become faster. If you are really peaceful, if you are feeling some real compassion, love inside your mind, you will feel that when in your breath. So this chanting and mantras, these will shadow, this will like cover up your emotions and will not allow you to reach your real self at the subconscious level. So this is the area of focus below the nostrils, above the upper lip. So this is the upper lip. So this is the main area where we will be focusing, and also you can maximum go into the nostrils where the air is touching. Other than that, we will try to avoid. So wherever there will be like pain that will be coming from your back, there will be pain that will be coming from your thigh, you will have headache, you will feel that like some tingling sensation or on your skin somewhere, you will like want to scratch, you will want to change your posture. So as much as possible we have to remain steady and then practice this meditation. So any questions now?
Sir, sir, how would we start practicing meditation, sir? I find it very difficult to start it
Yes.
half an hour per day.
Yeah, that's what, like we are going to practicing. We are going to practice. We are going to have a practice session now. Before that, like whatever we had right now, do you have any questions regarding that? Any slides you didn't understand, or like whatever I had told? Any questions about that?
That I don't have any, sir.
Fine. Anybody else? 125 people are there. Any questions? Any queries? So many things I spoke about. 125 is a really huge number. I never have talked online with so many people at once. So I expect a lot of chatter, and like if you people were sitting in your our mini auditorium by now, like it would have been a big chaos, and like we could not. So now you people are at home alone, but definitely you have some other distractions with you. So if you were really focusing on what I was speaking, definitely you should have some questions.
Sir,
Huh?
so do you think empathy and compassion is the only key to get creative? Because this is something very different I've heard, connecting creativity with empathy and compassion.
Yeah, this is what, no, if you read these people like coming from anywhere, those people who developed these big corporations, you take Jack Ma, you take this Bezos and all these people, we miss a big link about this empathy and compassion. And I'm very sad to say that like our schooling does not at all touch this. We have this value education, something like a small chutney that we eat with our food, which does not have any curriculum. It does not have any weightage in our syllabus. But this is a big negativity that we possess. Like even if you go to the highest, I don't want to name any institutions, but these institutions also, like when you go to people and when people from foreign countries come and they discuss and they see things the way like people are, we say that like very meritorious people are there in these institutions and very good people are there in these institutions. But what we are taught is just memorize things and just follow whatever is going on. So right from childhood, like the way we are trained is go for your first standard, then second standard, then 10th standard, and like get good marks, then go to 12th standard, then get good marks and become an engineer or become a doctor, and then just automatically you will get a job, and automatically your life will become comfortable. So this type of training, somewhere like this big link of empathy and compassion is completely lost in our culture. Because if you are not having this in your mind, you cannot become creative. You cannot think of creating something till you have somebody else to create it for. Many people, like for example, some big cancer hospitals somebody has built because somebody in his house has had suffered that cancer, or somebody worked on certain other things because somebody who was very near and dear, that person he lost. So like Imran Khan, they say like his mother he lost to cancer, and like then he built up many cancer hospitals, this that. So like that, from somewhere like this empathy and compassion, if it is not there, that cannot, you cannot have creativity from coming from your subconscious and driving you continuously till you reach the goal. So definitely, Ashwini, I think we should be taught this empathy and compassion, and it has to be taught something like a training. The way you have this OOPS and Python and this and that going on, all these trainings, it has to be trained. It is it is a survival skill. If we do not have this, we are going to perish seriously.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Anybody else? So, shall we take a break for 5 minutes? Go for refreshing. Now you must be feeling like quite. We had a quite long discussion. So just refreshen up. Wash your face nicely. We'll meditate. We'll have a half-hour session with English instructions. So 10 to 15 minutes of English instructions, and then after that we'll have some again question answer session. So just return back in 5 minutes. Everybody, we'll take a break. Fine? Is that
Yes,
fine?
sir. Yes,
Fine.
sir.
Fine. But within 5 minutes, it's already 10 o'clock. So 10:05 we will start.
Seekers of peace and harmony. Who does not seek peace? Who does not seek happiness, harmony? Everyone needs it. Everyone gets agitated, disturbed, becomes unhappy due to one reason or the other. A desirable thing has not happened. Something undesirable has happened. And one loses the peace, the harmony, agitation. How can there be peace when there is agitation in the mind? How to come out of this agitation? How to enjoy real peace, real harmony? Buddha, the enlightened one, discovered the path of peace, path of happiness. I know to learn it, you have to give 10 days of your life. And you don't want to do that. All right. You have to start somewhere. Start with the kindergarten of Vipassana. The path of peace, the path of harmony. Just the ABCD of this wonderful path, which you can do, certainly do, every day. The object of your concentration, of your awareness, is your own breath, which is the truth of your life. The breath is there. When one gets born and remains till one passes away, all the time it is with you, but you never cared to be aware of it. Now for the first step of Vipassana, learn how to be aware of the truth of your breath. Breath, as it is not a breathing exercise. This is not pranayama. Pranayama has its own physical benefits. Nothing wrong. But this is not pranayama. Effortless, natural. The breath that comes in, that goes out, effortlessly, naturally. You have to develop awareness of your own breath, coming in, going out, coming in, going out. If it is long, it is long. If it is short, it is short. Passing to left nostril or passing to right nostril, just remain aware. Don't try to change. Just remain aware, aware of the truth, the path given by the enlightened one is the path of truth, awareness of truth, nothing but truth. So now the beginning also, nothing but truth. Your breath coming in, going out, passing through this nostril or that nostril. Don't try to change anything. Just remain aware. Effortless breathing. Just remain aware. The mind is so agitated. Something undesirable has happened in life. Desirable has not happened. Mind becomes agitated. This has become the habit pattern of the mind. Harmful habit pattern. Harmful habit pattern has to be changed now. No agitation. You are aware of breath, no agitation. But because of the old habit of the mind, it does wander away. It wanders. When you find it has wandered, don't get agitated. It does subtract the fact. The mind has wandered away. So what? It is still with me. Come back to the breath. Natural breath. Mind wanders away. Come back to the natural breath. One thing very important for this path of truth, awareness of truth. While you are developing your awareness of the breath, no verbalization, no visualization, no imagination, no confusion. You are observing your breath and you are confused with so many things. How can you observe properly? Don't allow anything to disturb you. Just breath. Nothing but breath. The truth of breath. No imagination is involved. No speculation is involved. No blind faith is involved. No blind belief is involved. Every human being can practice it without any difficulty. Every human being belonging to this community or that community, this caste or that caste, this country or that country. Human being is human being. It makes no difference. Agitation is there everywhere. And everyone wants to come out of agitation, come out of misery, come out of unhappiness. And the object of awareness is with everyone. The breath coming in, the breath going out. You are the beginners now. You can't spare 3 days for this practice, which we call Anapana. Incoming breath, outgoing breath. To take a full 10-day course of Vipassana, 3 days of Anapana. And you can't spare. But certainly, however busy you are, you can spare 10-15 minutes every day, morning, evening, or just before going to bed. 10-15 minutes. Sit comfortably. Keep your back and your neck straight. Keep your eyes closed. When eyes are closed, no use of spectacles. Take your spectacles off. Just keep your attention on the entrance of the nostrils. The breath coming in, the breath going out. However agitated your mind is, very soon you will start realizing that with this 10 minutes of Anapana, 10 minutes of observing the breath, your mind is getting calm, quiet. Start. This is ABCD of the great path of Vipassana, which takes you to the final goal of ultimate truth. Continue. Continue to work every day, morning and evening. Every day, morning and evening. The results are bound to come. In a few days, when you find that it is very helpful to you, you will decide yourself to give 10 days for Anapana and Vipassana, and the result will be wonderful. But at this stage, I know you can't give, you don't want to give 10 days, but you can certainly give 10 minutes or maybe 15 minutes, morning, evening, and you start experiencing the result. Work. You have to work. Somebody can guide you, that's all. You have to work your own salvation. You have to come out of your own misery. The way is there, the path is there, the technique is there. Work, 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 and be happy. Be peaceful. Be liberated from all the miseries. And when you start experiencing even little bit of peace and harmony, after your sitting of 10 minutes, then try to generate love, compassion, goodwill towards all beings, because all beings are unhappy, agitated. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings get liberated from misery.
So these were the instructions. And hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
These were the instructions, and now we'll practice for 10 minutes. Okay, so same thing I will keep running now, and 10 minutes it will be a practice session. So there will be very less instructions, and you have to practice Anapana.
Now let us practice Anapana for about 10 minutes. Practice Anapana. Sit comfortably, in any posture that suits you. Keep your back and your neck straight. Keep your eyes gently closed. Those who wear spectacles should take off their spectacles during meditation period. Keep your mouth gently closed and focus your entire attention on the area at the entrance of the nostrils. The area at the entrance of the nostrils. And remain aware of every breath coming in, every breath going out. Natural breath, normal breath, as it is. If it is long, it is long. If it is short, it is short. Passing to left nostril, passing to right nostril, or through both the nostrils. Just remain aware, do nothing. Just remain aware. Alert, attentive, vigilant, remain alert, attentive, vigilant. Constantly aware of the breath, the incoming breath, the outgoing breath, incoming breath, outgoing breath. Keep your attention steadfastly fixed on this area, the entrance of the nostrils. Like a gatekeeper, like a watchman, aware of every breath entering the nostrils, aware of every breath moving out of the nostrils. Alert, attentive, vigilant. Incoming breath, outgoing breath, natural breath, pure breath, nothing but breath. Bhavatu sabba mangalam, bhavatu sabba Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam. Good, good. Be happy, be happy, be happy.
So this is the regular practice that you can do. This is available in English as well as Tamil. I put the English link here. So in chat box you can see. So from here you can download these files and you can regularly meditate. So can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How was your experience?
Very painful, sir. The back started paining.
Yeah, that's what like it happens. Your mind starts distracting. So like when you are having some pain, you can change your posture, etc. There is no uh, need to like keep working on the pain, because actually the work on pain, it happens in Vipassana. So in Anapana, as such, you can like change your posture. So shall we just practice it again for 12 minutes? Are you people ready, or like shall we just wind up? One more file is there with loving kindness meditation. So that compassion thing which I was speaking about. So if you have any postural pain, or if you have some backache, you can change your posture. It's not like that you just keep on trying, and like your meditation, your focus on breath goes away and you just keep crying for your pain. That should not happen. It's just a beginning thing. So
Okay, sir.
shall we go for 12 more minutes, or what do you think, sir? Tyagarajan sir?
Sir, we can practice 12 more minutes, no issues, sir.
Fine, fine. So I'll just play the another file.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we'll.
Now let us practice Anapana for about 10 minutes. Practice Anapana. Sit comfortably in any posture that suits you. Keep your back and your neck straight. Keep your eyes gently closed. Those who wear spectacles should take off their spectacles during meditation period. Keep your mouth gently closed and focus your entire attention on the area at the entrance of the nostrils. the area at the entrance of the nostrils. And remain aware of every breath coming in, every breath going out. Natural breath, normal breath, as it is. If it is long, it is long. If it is short, it is short. Passing to left nostril. Passing to right nostril. Or through both the nostrils. Just remain aware to nothing. Just remain aware. Alert, attentive, vigilant, remain alert, attentive, vigilant, constantly aware of the breath, the incoming breath, the outgoing breath, incoming breath, outgoing breath. Keep your attention steadfastly fixed on this area, the entrance of the nostrils. nostrils, like a gatekeeper, like a watchman, aware of every breath entering the nostrils, aware of every breath moving out of the nostrils. Alert, attentive, vigilant. Incoming breath, outgoing breath, natural breath, pure breath, nothing but breath. Good, good. Practice metta bhavana, that means loving kindness, compassionate love. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May all the people of the world be happy. May all the people of the world be peaceful. May you all be successful in your life. May you all be happy, be peaceful, be happy, be happy, be happy.
Yeah. So that was how like we can practice metta bhavana. That is a new type of meditation in which you when you yourself start feeling the peace and harmony, you feel that like this harmony should be shared by all. Everybody should experience this peace and harmony. So this is metta bhavana. So anapana and metta bhavana, we just got a small taste of it. Vipassana has to be learned when you go to, and there may be like many people like who already were practicing Vipassana for many years in their previous lives. If that is there, then naturally that Vipassana sometimes spikes up when you are practicing Anapana. You start feeling some flow of sensations over your body, your face, or on your shoulders, on your back, or whole body. Like you feel like some vibrations or like some pulsations and all that arising and passing away. So the awareness of arising and passing away of sensations, that the real nature of sensations is to arise and pass away, and you cannot hold on to your body sensations, because with emotions come these sensations, and once you understand that I can't hold on to these sensations, you automatically detach from the sorrow and you detach from the sensations, and that is how the peace and harmony keeps getting generated in the mind. So that's all that I have to offer you. Thank you very much for your patient listening.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Tahir Arjun to deliver a few words.
Yeah, good morning to all. It's my great pleasure to thank Dr. Sachin Sarate. Sir, thank you for your wonderful explanation and the meditation. What you have thought, no, it's very useful during this pandemic situation. Maybe all the students who attended this event maybe benefited from your class, this lecture. Thank you.
I hope that. So anybody can practice. I already put the links in the chat box.
Chat box,
You can
yes.
just, these two links are there. You can download all this audio and practice.
Yeah, this is not the one day session. The students should practice all these things daily whenever they have the time. No, they
Yes,
start
yes,
practicing the meditation. Then we'll feel
Morning, evening,
definitely you feel a difference.
definitely. I hope like many people must have experienced. Now we don't have time to ask people their experiences, but
Yeah,
I'm
fine.
sure that like people must have got benefited. And if you have any questions, like you can drop and
Maybe I think that the students who are new to this meditation, they may somewhat difficulties. But the thing, no, those who are already doing some meditations and all, they're experiencing wonderful feeling, inner feelings.
yeah,
Doing this.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. But that's what happens. Like if you are practicing some other type of meditations, where like usually that chanting and other things are asked, it becomes a bit of conflict in your mind. Because this is a very simple meditation. This is so simple, and like distractions, everything has to be kept away. Your beliefs, whatever imaginations, everything has to be put aside, and a pure truth has to be experienced. So
Yes, yes.
there is a small conflict when you are having some other techniques that you are practicing, but like that doesn't become much impediment, because like this the technique this itself it's such that like you immediately get the results.
And this is also more simple also, sir.
Yeah, this
When
is
compared
simple
to
type
other
of
type of
meditation.
meditation, this is very simple thing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Thank you, sir, for your brief elaboration. This all this meditation things, no, for the past
Right.
2 hours, almost it is 2 hours now. Because
Yes,
initially
yes.
we planned to conduct for 1 hour. Later we extend to the 2 hours, more than 2 hours. We are
Yeah,
conducting
then we
this
have
event.
more time, and
Yeah,
nicely
yeah.
we could
And even
Otherwise,
thanks to all the participants also, sir,
yeah,
because our students are all they are also busy in all the working days,
yes, yes,
because like faculty members, students are also busy with their academic schedule.
absolutely, absolutely.
Even in spite of all their academic burden, now during the Sunday also they are very much interested to attend this event. No,
Yes, yes.
it's very
Good.
grateful, and
It's a large
thanks to
group
all the
of students.
all the students
I'm very happy to
also, sir, and especially to the NSS YRC volunteers, the coordinators and volunteers of YRC. They have taken a good step to conduct this event in a nice way, in a successful way. Thank you. Thanks to all the coordinators.
Yeah,
Thank you.
all for that.
Yeah, I think Somnath, please kindly share the feedback form in the chat box. I request all the students, please kindly fill the feedback form immediately. Sir, Sachin sir, I will share the feedback form to you, sir. Once I got the student feedback, I will share
Yeah,
share
get
the
all the
feedback to you, sir.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
thank you.
Thank you, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
then.
yeah,
I
everyone
will.
want to share your feelings? Any other things?
Yeah, it's, yeah, I'm here. Like,
Yeah.
we can continue for 5 minutes.
Somnath, any YRC volunteers, can you share your feelings?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
it was really good to have it, sir. Like,
Okay,
I was
okay.
so stressful about it.
I can't hear you properly. Actually, please check your audio. Hello.
I just meditated for 15 minutes,
Okay, okay.
and it seems like I'm so fresh now,
Oh,
and it's really good for me.
Very nice. You can keep practicing regularly. It will give more benefits, definitely.
Yeah, sure, sir.
okay. Thank you all, sir. Thank you, sir, once again for your
Thank you,
time
sir. Okay.
and explanation, everything. Thank you.
Okay. Can I sign off? Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank
And
you.